You are now tuned in to your number one radio station.
Turn the dial, don't slip, we crack the code. Void talking beats, mystery overload. Jack Owens in the booth, chill, what bold. W set 103, truth never grows old. Turn the dial, don't slip, we've cracked the code. Void talking beats, mystery overload. Jack Owens in the booth, chill, what bold. W set 103, truth never grows old.
And if you can hear this, congratulations. You're either tuned into WZ1 03.1, The Vibes, or you've accidentally activated your grandma's haunted clock radio again. Either way, welcome to the static-soaked corner of the airwaves that no one asked for, but everyone somehow needs. This is broadcasting from the void, your regularly unscheduled appointment with mild paranoia, extreme sarcasm, and a little music therapy along the way.
Turn the dial, don't slip, we've cracked the code. Void talking beats, mystery overload. Jack Owens in the booth, chill, what bold. W set 103, truth never grows old.
I'm Jack Owens, your host, your guide, and that guy in the corner booth at the diner, who looks like he hasn't blinked since 2009. And over there, behind the console, pushing buttons like he's disarming a bomb in reverse, we've got our beloved soundboard operator. What's your name again?
It's Carl. You've known me for 2 years.
Right, soundboard guy, the heartbeat of the show. He's the only reason I don't sound like a dying dial-up modem. Say hi, soundboard guy. He expresses himself through noise. It's beautiful, really adds to the vibe. Tonight's topic, folks, is a simple one with complicated consequences. What's the weirdest thing you remember but can't prove ever happened? I'm talking commercials you swore existed, TV shows no one else remembers, or songs that showed up once on a mixtape and vanished forever. Memory's a funny thing, especially these days when everything is archived, time-stamped, and still somehow wrong. So if you've got a false memory, a warped recollection, or a completely unverifiable vibe, give me a call. Our lines are open. Allegedly. Let's see what the void coughs up tonight. You're on the air with Jack Owens. This is WZ1 03.1, The Vibes. Don't touch that dial, unless you're into ASMR static. Then, by all means, turn it up. All right, let's peel back the fabric of reality like it owes us money. First up, Derek from, it says here, Sector 12, sounds government-y.
It used to be called Bakersfield, but ever since the satellites realigned, we don't use traditional names out here.
Right, classic Bakersfield move.
Jack, I swear to you on my VHS box set of Walker Texas Ranger, last night I saw a brand new commercial for Crystal Pepsi. Full HD, all the original lighting. Vanilla Ice was dancing next to a see-through vending machine. It was beautiful.
And where did this alleged Pepsi ghost ad appear?
During an old episode of Family Guy, Season 2, the one where Stewie builds the mind control ray. Only this time, he was wearing a denim vest.
So just to be clear, you were watching a bootleg Family Guy episode where Stewie's in 90s cosplay and Vanilla Ice is pushing discontinued soda.
It had the old Taco Bell chime at the end.
Derek, I think you tuned into a cursed frequency. Did the vending machine say anything?
It whispered,
"We never left."
Then I blacked out and woke up with my shirt on inside out and a faint taste of citrus betrayal on my tongue.
Sounds like a Tuesday. Thanks for the call, Derek. Drink water, trust no one, especially not transparent vending machines. Next up, we've got Lenny, a location redacted. Lenny, what strange and unverifiable memory is haunting you tonight?
Okay, Jack, stay with me. I remember this cartoon, this old one. Bunch of mutant animals, right? They fight crime, live in a sewer, eat a ton of pizza. One of them had nunchucks and yelled all the time.
You're describing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's real, extremely real.
No, this wasn't that. This was different. These guys had, like, bandanas, and a big rat taught them karate.
Yeah, TMNT, that's literally the plot.
No, man, you're not listening. There was this evil guy in metal armor, and he had claws for hands, and there was a brain in a robot suit.
Shredder and Krang, you're still describing Ninja Turtles.
No, this show had a van. A bright yellow van with gadgets, and they'd yell cowabunga, and...
Lenny, you just described the theme song. That's the show, that's all of it.
Jack, this was something else. These guys weren't Ninja Turtles, they were like heroic sewer reptiles.
My dude, you just rebranded one of the biggest franchises of the 80s.
Look, I know what I saw. Also, the pizza they ate always looked weirdly delicious. Like, shiny. I think it was holographic.
Okay, that was suspiciously appetizing. I'll give you that. Well, Lenny, thanks for reinventing the wheel and then insisting it was a cheese circle from a dream. Appreciate the call.
No problem. Sewer reptiles forever.
All right, next on the line says here we've got Vera. Vera, you're live on WZ 103.1, The Vibes. What are you remembering tonight?
Hi, Jack. Oh, I remember a time so long ago when cars actually drove on roads. Can you believe that? With wheels.
Dus yes, that's still pretty standard.
No, not anymore. Not since the LevNet grid went global. Now, if you try to put rubber to pavement, you get fined and socially demoted.
Fined and demoted? What? Do they take away your smart spoon privileges?
Exactly. That's how I got on caller probation. Anyway, I miss when people watched TV shows on television sets, not when the television watched you.
Okay, creepy, but you do know that's still kind of a thing, right?
Oh, Jack, you silly analog man. I'm talking about the early 2000s, when phones flipped, music came on round discs, and fast food was made out of meat.
All right, now that part hits home. What else do you remember from the meat era, Vera?
Oh, I remember TikTok being an app, not a geopolitical cyber battlefield. And when people took pictures of their food, not food that had already been scanned, approved, and sent to your stomach printer.
I'm both intrigued and terrified.
Don't worry, Jack. The nanobots usually stop listening after 3 minutes.
Great, that's a reassuring. Vera, thanks for calling. Please stay in the year you're in and maybe keep an eye on your television.
It already blinked first. Bye, Jack.
All right, let's pay some bills or at least confuse the IRS with these totally legitimate, definitely not haunted messages from our beloved sponsors.
This is 103.1.
This summer, 25 babies, 12 contestants, 1 house, no clues. It's the ultimate parental mind game, Guess Whose Baby, where strangers compete to match infants to guardians using only vibes, diaper analytics, and 3 a.m. screaming patterns.
I think this one's mine. He blinked at me twice yesterday. That's a sign.
This one threw a rattle at my head. We definitely share DNA.
With special guest judges, a retired midwife, a psychic chihuahua, and DJ Spit Up. Guess Whose Baby? Coming soon to the Noistalgia broadcasting family. Because daytime TV needed more chaos.
At Carl's Silent Disco Funeral Services, we believe every goodbye deserves a beat. Why cry in silence when you can sob to a bass drop? Choose from EDM, lo-fi chill, or Gregorian trance. Every guest gets custom headphones, a glow stick candle, and a biodegradable party favor urn. Carl's, where your final moments go out with a vibe.
Sucked into a wormhole while cleaning? Bitten by a rogue Roomba? Call the Vacuum Lawyer trademark. We specialize in Dyson injuries, Hoover mishaps, and upright trauma lawsuits. Don't get swept under. Call now and get a free evaluation and lint brush. The Vacuum Lawyer. We fight for your suction rights.
Looking for the finest wax in town and a little chaos with your coffee? Come to Vinyl and Vices, your one-stop shop for classic LPs, caffeine shakes, and ethically questionable cigars. Located in the basement of the old Blockbuster, Vinyl and Vices. Spin it, sip it, smoke it.
You're still tuned in somehow to WZ10 3.1, The Vibes. And if you stuck through that last ad block, congratulations, you now qualify for a complimentary existential crisis available in 3 nostalgic flavors. Now, I promised you a guest, and unlike my childhood therapist, I actually deliver. Joining me live in studio, or perhaps projecting himself from an undisclosed echo chamber, we have Professor Howard T. Elms. He calls himself a Timewave Theorist, which, if you're confused, good. That makes 2 of us. Professor, welcome to the void. Mind explaining what exactly a time wave is and why it feels like I'm trapped in one every time I walk past Spencer's Gifts?
Jack, thank you for having me. What you're experiencing is what's known in the field of chronosensory dissonance as a temporal pulse echo. Time waves are like the tide, except instead of water, it's forgotten jingles and old AOL login screens washing over your psyche.
Great. So I'm drowning in obsolete dial-up trauma. Makes sense?
Precisely. The 1990s weren't just a decade. They were a waveform, and some of us are still vibrating.
Sounds medical. Should I be worried if I still remember all the lyrics to the Mentos commercial but not my landlord's name?
Oh, that's a textbook case of mnemonic displacement syndrome. Happens when your brain prioritizes ad jingles over practical data. Very common among former Blockbuster members and mall fountain loiterers.
So how do we stop the time waves, Professor? Or at least keep them from turning us into infomercial zombies?
You don't stop them. You ride them. You let the nostalgia flood in, embrace the glitch, and above all, never, ever fast forward a VHS tape manually.
Strong advice, terrifying delivery. Thanks for vibing with us, Professor Elms. If anyone out there sees a Blockbuster card vibrating on their nightstand tonight, don't worry. That's just the past saying hello. All right, folks, time to cleanse the mental palate. Before we wrap tonight's broadcast, here's a track from a local legend. He's weird, he's wild, he only releases music on USB drives hidden inside VCRs. This is A. Smith Straight Piff with his new single, Maintain, off the upcoming album, The Purple Store.
This is bag of fries, crispy dreams and a rapper truth wrapped in lies. Rolling with the combo, left me solo dolo. Love got fried, now I'm stuck in this fogo. She chose golden notches over golden moments. Ketchup on her hands while my chest was broken. Supersized betrayal served with ice cold pride. She drove through my soul, it was a bumpy ride. Text read we done while she munched on nuggets. Barbecue sauce dripping, love got rugged. Now I'm eating my sorrow with a side of regret. Value meal love, cheap pain, no reset. She chose golden arches over golden moments. Ketchup on her hands while my chest was broken. Supersized betrayal served with ice cold pride. She drove through my soul, it was a bumpy ride. I was her filet mignon, she craved dollar deals. Now I'm cooked on the low, she peeled out the wheels. Order up heartbreak, fries on the side. A 2-piece betrayal, no one to confide. Heart deep fried, now I'm burning in grease. Love turned combo meal, looking for peace. Her mask smelled of burgers and I fell for the scent. But the clown in her heart left my soul all bent.
He's smooth like Y2K Panic, and just as underwhelming. That was A.S. Miff Straight Piff. Catch him next weekend at the abandoned mall food court doing a one-man tribute to LimeWire. Soundboard guy, thoughts on the show tonight?
I'm still stuck on the psychic chihuahua.
Aren't we all? All right, weirdos. This has been broadcasting from the void. Remember, if the past calls, let it go to voicemail. We're out.